I was holding back the thought, I thought you'd never call my name. And I changed, I changed.
Guys, how's it going? So this is going to be a little bit of an interesting one because normally when I do these videos where I show you how I write and record one of my songs, I kind of start from scratch and I go, okay, so I'm going to just like sit here and like brainstorm riffs and I put something together. You know, I usually come up with something pretty simple and then I'll just do like an A to B section or maybe first pre-chorus, chorus, whatever, and then I'll like repeat it 3 times. I'll do a solo on the verse section and the third verse section. There's like a whole process I do and it's a little bit like, you know, streamlined and stuff, and I kind of have everything going. So the thing that's weird about this particular one is that I already know how to play it, even though I've never played it before, if that makes sense. I had a weird dream the other night, and I woke up right in the middle of it. It was like this dream where I was watching this band play the song. I was like sitting there like watching like crazy what the guitar player was doing, and I was like listening to the vocals, and I woke up and I have a song. Now, I haven't even tried it yet. The only thing I did is when I woke up, I grabbed my phone and I got my voice memo thing, which you have on an iPhone, and I just opened it up and I like sang the melody in so it would like make me remember, because the thing is I am notorious at forgetting songs, so I was like, I may have dreamed up a really cool song here, but at the same time I'm gonna forget it in like an hour. And that's exactly what happened after I did this and woke up. Like, I didn't remember what it was until I just played it again, and I was like, oh yeah, that's it. And I recalled everything. I remember how to play it. I haven't actually tried it yet, so I want to see if this actually works. It's kind of like an experiment. Okay, so here's what I did. Now, keep in mind, this is in the middle of the night. My wife is like asleep next to me. I have like a little like noisemaker thing going to block out traffic sounds that are going on outside because we live in town. You know, this was like 4 in the morning and I just woke up. Here it is. I'm gonna just try and do this into the microphone. If this sucks, maybe I'll like get it on when I'm editing the video, but here it is on here.
I was holding back the thought, and I thought you'd never call my name.
Okay, so you get the idea. You can probably barely make out the words in that. I was really quiet because, like I said, I was trying not to wake anyone up, and I was like that kind of thing. So it's really low, but it's enough that I remember what it is now. So there were actually words. I was saying the words. It's just mumbly. So anyway, here's what it was. It was like this. It was like a C sharp minor chord, and it was just like weird little inversions of that. Which right away, that's right in key with that. Holy crap! Yeah. That was the next chord. It's like you just lifted up your fingers. So you had like the A string going. Then I went to a B. Yeah, like a B9. And then that chord, which is like an F sharp major with B and an E on the top, just open B and E string, which is a little out of key, but it sounds good. Huh. I literally have not played that yet. Now, I've played those chords before, and I've even like come up with songs that are kind of close to that, which is maybe why this happened. Yeah, so anyway, that was the verse. I'm just playing the chords, but it was actually like palm muted, like... kind of repeated like that, and then the chorus part was pretty much the same thing. I've only done that, like I do that occasionally on songs, like I'll do like the same thing for the verse and the chorus, but normally when I do it I kind of like have the verse be like clean and like really quiet, and then I like all of a sudden like go up really loud for the chorus part. But this was like pretty much the same exact sound throughout. The only difference is the chords are slightly rearranged, and well, it was like slightly different chords, but it was like same C minor, next chord was the same. It's just A, F sharp, and then I keep the remainder of that C sharp minor intact. And then I was switching it to an E major, like a root third, fifth type thing. After that, I went to the B, which was, yeah, it sounds just like it. Yeah, and that's that part where I was like mumbling. I was going. Gotta get my fingers in the right place. Wow, it works. Okay, yeah, this is really kind of like mind-blowing to me because, like, yeah, I'm not kidding. Like, seriously, I just, like, dreamed this and, like, remembered the words. I woke up, like, the second the song was over, I, like, woke up. One thing that kind of helped me do that is I had to pee really bad. So, but, yeah, I just woke up immediately. And now I've, like, dreamed of songs before. And usually, like, I just, like, dream of, like, a little, like, crappy melody or some kind of thing or just vaguely an idea for a song. And, like, I'll kind of remember it, but not really. And then I'll wake up probably a couple hours later or something and I'll be like, oh, yeah, I had that weird thing in my head. And I'll, like, try and, like, hum it out or something and remember what it was. And then sometimes I'll use it in a song, but sometimes it turns out to be complete and utter garbage. This thing, I seriously, the whole song, like, I got it. So I'm going to start recording. Oh, and get this. I even knew the tempo, which was 77 beats per minute. I have not tried this yet, and I'm kind of curious. So yeah, I got this like ready. I was like, okay, I'm going to set the tempo, and then I'm going to try the chords after I turn on the camera. And if this works, I'm going to be like, what the fuck? So here we go. Now, I know what I was playing to, like, demonstrate this was a little bit faster, but that's because, like, usually when I'm showing stuff, you know, when I'm like, okay, the chord progression is this, I'll speed it up, but that's what I had. This is crazy. So the drum part, all I'm going to do is just kind of like the verse is like a tom thing. It's just like... It's like really simple. The bass part is also really pretty easy, so I'm kind of curious to see whether it works or not, but I haven't tried it yet. It should. From what I remember, it was mostly just like root and fifth, so I mean, that's gonna work. But I don't remember the bass line as well. I was mainly focused on the guitar part, which, I mean, kind of makes sense because I'm a guitar player. You know, I mean, at heart, I'm like, guitar player. I can play the other things. Just this is my specialty. Those I'm like adequate at. The melody works over the chords. I already have lyrics. I'm just gonna have to. This is weird because I'm gonna have to listen to them and just write them down. Yeah. So I'm gonna start recording this. I have Logic Pro 10 open. I'm running my guitar into my interface, which is a Focusrite Clariot. The only thing I have like for pedals, I just have it running through a Boss Tuner or into a wah pedal in case I want it, and then it goes into the interface. And then I run the interface into my computer, and then it goes into Logic. It goes into Bias Amp 2, which is a guitar plugin, which I purchased that a little bit ago. I had Bias Amp 1 as well. All right, here we go. All right, that's it. So when I do my guitars, I always do a left and a right to start off with, and that's like the main basis of my guitar sound. They get panned all the way left and all the way right. Any overdubs that I do, I'll also pan them left and right, and I'll usually, like, you know, just keep stacking as I go. Which, if you're wondering, there actually wasn't any overdubs when I heard this, because, like, I actually saw, like, it as a three-piece band. However, the chorus part, I do think I'm going to put some harmonies on. So my favorite go-to is to just do octaves like that, and then I'll do, like, the third above. So if I'm doing a C sharp minor, I'll do an E and an octave of an E. So it's the third of the chord in octaves. So I'm going to modify it a little bit from what I heard. But when I heard it, it was actually just one guitar doing it. But that's not going to actually happen for the recording. I mean, I guess I could. I could do like Van Halen style and just do one guitar and pan it left or right or something like they used to do. But I don't think I'm going to do that. So here goes the right guitar. They're identical to the left guitar, aside from whatever little scripts and inconsistencies I have, which is what makes it sound separate and a little spaced out from, you know, just one mono guitar. So here we go. Okay, so like I said, there was only one guitar that I really was watching when I was like dreaming about this song, so like I don't have any overdubs. The thing is, I probably am going to do them because, you know, on the recording you kind of want to do that a lot to thicken up a song usually. I'm going to have to think here, so I'm probably not going to do anything like for the verse per se. I might just like kind of play like the chords and just strum them and just go like that kind of thing, just to thicken them up a little bit, but not actually like do anything. And then I think for the chorus, I'm probably going to do my thing where I just like do the double octave like harmony parts. Yeah, sounds good. So the last note is not per se a harmony because I'm going up to the. Oh wait, no, I'm ending that chorus on a B. What am I talking about? So it's the fifth. So third, I'm kind of doing an A. I'm not even, it's got an A in the root, so I'm doing the C sharp there on top of that. So. Yeah, it's like an F sharp minor with E ringing on the top. Yeah, that one's over to E, so that's the fifth, so then it switches to fifth. E and then the B. So, okay, yeah. It's thirds and then fifths, and it switches. Anyway, it took way too long to explain that, so let's just record the stupid thing. So this is the left side dub. Okay, I got that done. I got a little creative at the end of the song, which you'll see. I always cut these so it only goes like in first verse and chorus when I'm actually, showing the process, just because it would take a really long time to watch the video if I didn't do that because, the song's pretty short. It's 2.5 minutes, but, if I didn't do like 20 seconds of the song and I did like the entire 2.5 minutes, this video would be like an hour and a half long or more. Actually, way more probably. Okay, so now I'm going to do the right side. I'm going to do pretty similar stuff. So I'm just going to see where this one goes because... You know what? Let me try something in the chorus. I just want to see. I might do slightly different harmony on this side. Going to be slightly different. Let's just do it. So here it goes, right side dub. Okay, right side dub is done. Okay, I'm gonna do little like lead things, so just gonna mostly improvise this. I just kind of came up with a little kind of an idea for the chorus though. Okay, I got that done. Now I'm going to do the other side. Alright, so that side's done. Now I'm going to do a guitar solo. Okay, so this I don't know either. Like, you know, I don't know any guitar solo that happened. I was thinking, you know, dreaming about this song. So I'm going to just do... not E minor. It's in E major. Gonna just kind of improvise a little bit and see if I come up with something cool and just record it for real. So let me just do a practice one. I don't know why, that just occurred to me that I could. Just like a random E, D sharp, E, C sharp, and down. Okay, so. There we go. Nice, melodic, easy solo. Actually. Yeah, so let me grab my bass, and I'm going to get to that, so just tune it up and stuff. I'll shut the camera off because you don't need to see me tuning the guitar and all that. And also, I think I got to run in the house and get some water because I'm really, really thirsty, so you don't need to be staring at the wall while I do that. So give me a second, I'll be right back. So let me just do a practice run here. Alright, so this is actually the second time I'm doing this. I had a whole thing where I like dropped my stick into my tom and then I hit my mouse pad and shut it off, started recording again in the middle, and whole thing just like was a disaster. So I'm going to try this again, and I'm going to shut the mic off and start recording. These rubber pads are kind of loud. They pick up because the mic's right there. But yeah, the verse is going to be like a... really simple. Gotta move, it's double triggering it. And then I gotta do this in the that kind of thing in the chorus. Really, really easy. Yeah, let me shut the mic off and do this. All right, I'm done. It's gonna be one of the easiest drum parts I've recorded in a while. So now I'm going to shut the camera off because the battery is about to die, and I'm gonna do vocals tomorrow. It's getting a little bit late, so I'll see you when that happens. For you guys, it'll be like 2 seconds. All right, how's it going? So it's the next day. Yes, I am wearing the exact same clothes because I am dirty. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the vocals now, which the interesting thing here is normally I do like a little bit of improvising and I come up with a scratch track and all of that fun stuff to like, you know, use to like kickstart my memory so I can like remember each part as I go, and I kind of have to piece something together. This time it's not really the case. This time I got the whole freaking song done ahead of time because I had a dream and I seriously dreamed the entire song. I was watching the guitar. It was like I saw a 3-piece band. It was people I didn't know in the dream. I actually had a female singer, which is like, I didn't know if this was going to work for my voice, but it does. It's a little bit lower than I would normally write a song, which is actually cool because I keep thinking I should write something lower because like I keep going for high notes. But yeah, so I was like watching the guitar, whole guitar part panned out. It worked exactly like I saw, which like I don't have perfect pitch or anything, so I don't even know how the hell that worked. Yeah, I had vocals too, and I was just like sitting here before I turned the camera on, and I wrote down the vocals that I have on this little voice memo thing on my phone. The night I woke up and I, you know, had it in my head like fresh, I just like sang it into this thing under my breath. My wife was still sleeping, and there was like a fan and like noise going on in the room. You know, we drown out the traffic with that, and like I was kind of just trying to like hum it into my phone and as quietly as possible without waking her up. But I got the thing down. Like if this was the night of, I could have sang this whole thing right through, but I'm gonna be a little rusty now because I just don't, you know, it's not as fresh. Anyway, yeah, you can say what you want. Like I don't know if it was like divine intervention or anything like that, or just like accumulation of like written songs that just kind of like congealed in my head, but it happened. The vocals are this. I'm just gonna like turn this on, so it's actually gonna start like da-da, and then the music comes in, so there's like a little, let me see if I can time this right without the click track. Yeah, so that's the idea. That was kind of bad because like I need a little count in to like do that. Otherwise, it's just like silence. Let me actually set that up. So record, metronome settings, count in only. Good to go. So yeah, normally I would practice this like crazy, but I think I'm just gonna try it. The only thing is like, despite having this in my head and like already having the lyrics, I still suck. Which, that's no surprise. Songs I've been listening to for like 20 years, I still mess up the lyrics. So, I don't see why this would be any different. Okay, but let's give this a shot anyway.
I was holding back the thought you'd never call my name. And I changed. I changed. No, you want more, so I walk through your door. And I change. Might change. Well, I hope and I pray you might wash this away. So I try and I try and I pray. Let these chains go away as the earth fades to gray. So I cry and I cry and I pray.
So yeah, that was it. Holy crap. I never usually even get to sing songs all the way through because I just like am really bad at remembering the next melody, although this is pretty similar. That in a way can actually be a problem because it's like similar but slightly different, so like my brain will want to go to the previous part. So anyway, it happened. So cool. I'm going to double up the choruses like I always do. I'll do that. I'm not even going to film that all the way through because like I'm just going to have the main thing that I just did go the whole way through the video at the end where you see like the split screens and such.
Change. Well, I hope and I pray you might wash this away. So I try and I try and I pray. Let these chains break away as the earth fades to gray. So I cry and change. Well, I hope and I pray you might wash this away. So I try and change. Well, I hope and I pray you might wash this away. So I try. Well, I hope and I pray you might wash this away. Well, I hope and I pray you might wash this away. Well, I hope and I pray you might wash this away. So I'll try and I'll try.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, like, this song is a little different than what I normally write, but it's not, like, crazy different. Like, it still sounds like me, so. But the melody is, like, not something I would have written. Let me see if I can come up with a harmony. I'm not sure if I can, and I don't even know if it needs it, but I'm gonna try.
Change. Well, I hope and I pray you might wash this away. So I change. Well, I hope and I pray you might wash this away. So I try and I try and I pray. Let these chains break away as the earth fades to gray. So I cry and I cry and I pray. Hold back a thought and change. Well, I hope and I pray you might wash this away. So I try and I try and I pray. Well, I hope and I pray you might wash this away. So I try.
All right, that should do it. Yeah, I like that. Now, I could technically do another harmony that's even higher on top of that, but I don't know if I'm going to be going into the overkill territory if I do that.
Change. Well, I hope and I pray.
I don't hate it.
Well, I hope and I pray. Change. Well, I hope and I pray you might wash this away. So I try and I
That's cool.
change. Well, I hope and I pray you might wash. Well, I hope and I pray you might wash this away. So I
Now, these are all at the same volume. They're not panned. There's nothing on them right now, so they sound pretty decent for that. So, yeah, once I EQ them, compress them, and then run the reverb, which the reverb is the magical thing. It's a stereo reverb that I use. It's in Logic. It's called Chromaverb, and it just squashes all of the dubs and the harmonies together into one cohesive thing, and I really love it. I mean, there's other reverbs that do the same. I just really like that one plugin. It's just awesome for that, for vocals. It's just like all the dubs, like, they kind of sound separate. They're a little meh, and that one just, like, they sound like one actual take almost. Like it almost sounds like I did it in one take, and like it's like got a chorusing effect on it once I put that reverb on. It's really nice. I'm gonna experiment a little bit. Sometimes with some of my songs, I will put on like a little like MIDI part. There's a plugin in here called Alchemy, and again, it comes stock. That's my favorite thing, just stock plugins. With a few exceptions. But I like to put in like little MIDI parts that are super buried in the mix. Sometimes not so buried, depending on how cool they sound in the song. But they basically are just kind of like to like add a little extra to the guitars. So some of my songs have it, some of them don't. Some of them have a lot of it. It just depends. But this one, if I did add it, it would just be like a tiny little bit of it. Although I say that and then I might like blast it, who knows. And then I might put it on and then just decide, no, it doesn't fit the song. So I'm going to experiment with that. So if at the final mix you hear something like that going on, that's what it is. And usually I just do really simple stuff. It's like a nice little thing, and then it like it's just kind of like a simple way to add a little something in the studio to your songs. And that's it. I'm going to take all of my parts and I'm going to make a split screen cohesive thing where I'm playing over the final mix. So you'll see like as many of the parts as I could possibly fit. So, you know, I just fit the most important stuff, but I'll see what I can fit. And hope you enjoy it. Song came out pretty cool. Again, I seriously dreamed this thing up and had it in my head as I woke up. And had I done it like the day of, it probably would be even like, you know, I would have really nailed it and just come out here and been like, I got the vocals, here they are. It would have been crazy, but being me, like, and I can't remember something more than 5 minutes, I immediately, you know, started losing it, which is why I put it on the little like voice memo thing. So I got it back. So I was mixing this down. I started adding in the little synth part, and I just realized that I kind of wanted to add a higher harmony onto the vocals. So I turned on the camera, and I'm going to do that. Right now, I just turned off the mastering, which is literally just a limiter to make it louder, but hang on. Must have bumped the camera and moved it over a little. Yeah, so I just turned off the mastering, which is just a limiter. I just duplicated a vocal track. I already had the compressor, EQ, and verb on, but just like muted it on this particular track, so I'm talking to you on it. But here's what I got. At the moment, I just added the synth parts I was talking about, which that's what's going on in the chorus. Little really low in the mix things. You don't even hear them with the full mix, really. I mean, you barely do, but they just kind of like, just like right there, but you can barely tell they're there. But yeah, so the vocals are cutting through and stuff, but the chorus just doesn't feel like it lifts enough from the verse. So I was like, I'm just going to turn the camera on and I'm just going to do this. So screw it. So I'm going to add like a little bit more powerful vocal, I guess, in the chorus. So let me just like try a couple things here. Yeah, something like that. So let me try this one more time. I still can't remember the words. I've just been like listening to this over and over, and I still can't remember the words. I suck. Okay. Anyway, let me record this. Back a thought would change. Well, I sweet. Yeah, it was just like, it just needs a little extra something, and I was like, I'm going to make the video way longer, but screw it. I'm going to do this because, you know, if the song calls for it, the song calls for it. So that's what I did. So now the chorus sounds a little bit elevated from the verse part, and that's kind of what I want. So that's awesome. And these vocals sound really, really cool. So, yeah. Not perfectly in tune, but they work well together. So that's what I go for. So, yeah, nice. Now you can actually see me doing the end thing with the split screen stuff. So, yeah. Let me just mix this down. Awesome. Bye.
I was holding back the thought, and I thought you'd never call my name. Then I changed. I had changed. And I know you want more, so I walk through your door. Will I change?